Hello everyone, Fudge 3004 here. I am in Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last episode, we went over to the alien tower over there, and you can do that by going to F1, and you can go to the missions in Pyropedia, somewhere the missions is on here, and you can find the things that you need to find. Now, we did go to the alien tower, which is way up there, so we can mark that on our map. And I'm trying to remember how to mark that on my map. So, there's the alien tower. We can make that a waypoint, and we can also remove on approach. We can have it marked on a map, so that way we always know where it is. And so that's one way to know things. Another thing to know is right over here it says deposits, and it has like iron, silicon, copper, and promethium. Now there's 8 promethium. We have not discovered any of them, but there's 9 copper and 7 silicon and 12 iron. We've only discovered a few of these, so you can see that they're all around, and we will be discovering more. And as we do, these will open up, and we'll see them on our map and you know, things like that. So we need to go back to our wreckage, wherever that is. It's across the lake over there. We need to go back over there, and we can get some stuff from there again. And there may be monsters there. I don't know. Every game is different. I also kind of was trying to drill in the ground with this machine, but you can't do that because you need the actual drill, which is this one right here. That was actually on my inventory down around there, and I couldn't find it in my last video. And so I made a second one, and that second one is right in here, but I have another one, so I guess that's okay. And I have some biofuel. I am going to go and make some more biofuel, but the thing I wanted to also talk to you guys about was making biofuel. So there's an easy way to do it. You can make plant fibers really easily. Actually, you can just use wood logs, and that will give you plant fibers because you can take it from wood logs. You can also find it naturally in the, you know, those plant fiber plants. So that snakeweed or whatever it's called. So let's go ahead, and that'll give us 20 plant fibers per log. So let's just go ahead and do both of those, and then that way we will know that we are going to have enough, and then we can make some more biofuel. Now that's 10 plant fibers, so this will give us 40, so that'll be like 4 more biofuel, which we can then use in our drill, because we're going to need that if we're actually going to be mining in the ground, and that's the only way to actually get into the ground is with the drill. So I am not really used to this tool because this was a new thing that they added. We did have one like this, but it was only for like the rocks, and you could kind of take these off the ship, but it didn't say rock drill. I don't remember, but this one has a bunch of different stuff on it, so I was a little bit confused with that, but I know better now. And we're also going to be figuring some stuff out for where we want to build a base. And one thing to know, that if you guys do the multiplayer thing, your tent will not work. You can't sleep. So it's kind of pointless to have the tent. You can just leave it down or drop it, trash it, whatever. And it won't work. My friend and I were playing, and we started up a dedicated, a co-op server just on my computer while I was over there playing with him, and it was fun, you know, but that we couldn't use the tent, so we couldn't sleep, so we couldn't stay warm and stuff like that. The only place we had to go was our escape pods, and I think they disappeared or something, he said. I didn't have a chance to look. But I also wanted to let you guys know about like the map and stuff like that that is on there with these ore deposits, and we can find them and stuff like that. So, and then we have map markers, so if we wanted to mark a place like all these right here, we can mark them really easy, and that's going to be really good for helping us out. Now, we were on a completely different planet on the co-op server, so that was actually kind of fun. But yeah, so When you do the mission over at the alien tower, wherever that is on your map, you will get some health packs and anti-rad pills and anti-toxic ointment and a detox kit, energy pills. You get quite a bit of stuff kind of as like a reward for it. So, and also one thing to know, if you are doing a co-op server, so there's a cargo container at the place, you know, when we first go to that wreckage, and when we do, we get, you know, I took some stuff out of the cargo crate, and, you know, there's nothing else there after that. On the co-op server, the next person can go in and get their stuff out, but you can't see their stuff. So that's actually kind of cool. So everybody can have, you know, you can have double the stuff, and everybody can do things like that. Now, if I had known that it was going to be so darn cold up there, I probably would have made the portable cooler and heater, but I didn't know it was going to be quite that cold up there. I didn't really think about it, and this thing actually works really, really good. So when you're cold, make one of these. It's just 1 iron ore and 4 copper ore, which you can find all over the planet, on any planet, and you can make that stuff. Let me go ahead and open up the heater and cooler, so that way we have that, and then we are good to go there, just in case we would happen to need it, because this is something that if we want to build it, then we have to unlock it, of course. So I have a lot of points, you know, as you know, I'm up to level 5, so we got that after we went up to the alien tower and came back, and some creatures to kill and stuff like that. So we don't need to open the portable constructor. We can, but I'm not really seeing a reason to right now. We will after a while, probably, because we may need an extra one or something like that. So we also have tools, and this drill is okay, but like this drill is going to be even better. This multi-tool is okay, but this one's going to be even better. The tier 2 of everything is going to be way, way, way better. Now, to find Promethium, you have to have the ore scanner. You just have this on your person. So let's just go ahead and unlock that and get that open, so that way we can have that, because we won't be able to see where the rocks are. It only works for the high-level stuff like Promethium and up. So if you want to find copper and stuff like that, you just got to dig into the ground until you find it. So this biofuel does take a while to make. As you can see, it's already, you know, it's made one, and it's almost, let me see, is that done, or okay, we got 2. Okay, there we go. Now it's making another one, the last one, so we're gonna have like 6. So that's actually gonna help us out a lot. It won't take too much longer to get this done. And like I said, the nice thing is you can just build whatever you want to in here, in the small one or the big one. Just click on the item that you want to make. So, you know, if you want to make, you know, the flashlight, all you gotta do is click on it, and it'll automatically make everything for you. So, this will show you where the ores and all that stuff are. I'm not going to worry about that right now because I don't know how to use it, so I'm going to try to figure that out, and I'm going to take this stuff with me. These things are really good for when you're in colder areas too, and you don't have your heater, you don't want to use your heater, you just want to keep on going. So I'm going to go ahead and head back over to the wreckage, and we'll see what to do when we get over there, and then it will direct us, and then we can either figure out a place to set up a good base, maybe something like down here by the water or something, like that. I'm not exactly too sure, and then we can do some other things. We can figure out a good place, you know, like I said, for a base or whatever. There's some copper. It's like a couple of nodes of copper, so that's good. And we can even go around and find other places to try to find where that a place to set up the base. Now we can set it up over here if we want to, but we don't have to. So I will get to the base, and I'll see you guys here in just a sec. If you want to make this wreckage your first base, build a core, solar panel, and a capacitor. Place the devices onto the wreckage and check the portable constructor for more suitable base devices. So we can make this our base if we want to. We just have to put a core in it, and then this will be, you know, a place for us to have a base at. Now, we can, you know, I'm not going to tell anybody not to. I just like building my own bases because I think that's a lot more fun. Because this one is kind of open, we have to build up a lot of blocks and just do a lot of things like that, and that's going to be quite hard. Now, something that my friend pointed out too is these blocks right here, these combat steel blocks L. There's 1,000 hit points, but these things actually give us something that's actually pretty darn useful. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking some of these off, and I'll show you guys what that is. It's gonna take a little bit for this to happen. So energy signature detected, relaying a position far away from your current location. The energy signature identical to those known from UCH command vessels. Finally, before going there, consider building better equipment, weapons, and a hover vessel for being better protected at long travel distances. You could also spawn a basic model from the blueprint factory. So that would probably be the Titan right over there. There's the crashed MS Titan front part. There'll be a back part, and there'll be a mid part. So we have to find that and maybe even dig it out or something like that. So I'll look at that in a minute, but let me continue this and I'll show you guys this stuff right here. Okay, so from that I got hardened steel, because remember the steel plates are these round ones, and the hardened steel, which is really good for processing stuff that you need. So making really good things, you know, like for your ships and stuff like that, and you need some of those parts and things. So get these pieces. These are actually really good, and they also cost a lot, but if you can pick some up from sites like this, then that's even better. That saves you a lot of time and a lot of struggling to get a lot of stuff mined and stuff like that. So I also picked up the pistol ammo, so now I have that, and this is good. It's not the best weapon, but it will work, and it will keep you protected for a little bit. I wouldn't want to use it against these guys. I'd want to use a shotgun against them, but we don't really need to be using that for anything right now. So one of the things that I wanted to go over to was drilling in the ground. So let's go over here and let's just go ahead and press R, get this guy filled up. And when you're drilling, it will automatically fill up. If you keep your finger on the trigger, it will just keep on filling it up. So I am going to show you guys some of the drilling techniques. My friend showed me another way that you can do it, which I really didn't even know about, because he had watched a video of another guy that he subscribed to, and he saw how to do something that's going to be really good for like getting this stuff out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do it the way that I was talking about in my last video, and that's actually going down into the ground excuse me, with our person and actually getting the ore that way. Now, that's one way to do it. So let's just go and mine. Now, as you can see, we're gonna have to definitely be going at a little bit of an angle if we're gonna get back out of here. So I'm gonna continue drilling here, and we're gonna go and see if maybe we can get down to that silicon ore. Now remember that, like on Space Engineers, you want to make sure that you have a way in and a way out. So just try to remember that when drilling. This thing is really slow. It will get you there, but you know, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. So as you go down, you're going to start hitting the rock, and you're going to start, you know, getting some of the crushed stone from it. So, you know, that's not a bad thing, but you do need crushed stones and things. And since we're getting a little bit closer to the silicon, you'll know when we hit the silicon. So I am going to dig down, and I'm going to find the silicon, and then when I do, I will come back to you guys and we will start looking at that, and then I'll show you guys another way to do this. So I do believe right now I am in this silicon ore, because I just looked at my inventory and I already have some on me. So as I'm drilling into this, now the copper looked red and stuff just like it does on the rocks and stuff. This must be the silicon right here. So I'm already getting some, and I'll check that here in just a second too and make sure that I am. And this drill can also be used on the surface rock, so you can actually get those, and it's actually very, very fast. So yes, I'm already at the silicon. So this is what that looks like, and you can see, you know, I'm kind of digging a deep hole and stuff like that. Now, as I've said, trying to get out of some of these places can be a royal pain in the wazaloony if you're not careful, but there is another way to do it. One drawback to this way of doing it is you can't see your character and what is around your character. So if you get attacked by something, you won't know until you are watching, you know, your health and all that stuff in the lower corner. So, you just got to make sure that you do watch that all the time and you are constantly aware of that. And so that's something I'm going to teach you guys right now, is how to do that. So what we're going to do is make sure that whatever thing we have it equipped. So that's the key right there, is making sure it's equipped. Once that is done, then you're going to press F5. And let's find F5. Now this is a drone. You can't see it, but if somebody else is playing with you, they can see it. And it's it looks like the drones that we have. Now that's me right there, and I am controlling this drone, and I have my drill in my hand. And so I can actually go down to the ground. Now this thing's super sensitive, so it's going to take a little bit to kind of get reused to it. I can be attacked by other things while I'm just standing here using my drone. And this thing won't actually use any power or anything, so I'm actually good to go. So down here where all the silicon is, I can just drill right now, and it's going to collect that and put it on my person. And this thing is actually using the tool in my hand, kind of, you might say, remotely, I guess. And so I'm actually getting a lot of ore right now, because now I can get a whole whopping lot of ore. And let's see. There's still 90% ore left, so there's a lot of ore here. So it's also showing me the ammo on the bottom right, and then the current range, of course, is 7 feet away, and then all my my health and all that stuff is still on the bottom left. So it's still showing me all of this stuff, and if I just press tab, I go back to my person, and I can still see that I have lots of stuff on me. So once I go back to F5, then that goes to me, and you can see I already have 3 more ore. So it has actually gotten quite a bit, and of course some crushed stone. So this is the best way to do it. Just remember that if you're in a dangerous area, you may actually want to go down there yourself, or have your friend watch, you know, if you're doing the server, that you can set up really super easy on your own computer while you play, or even at your, you know, another computer, and just play it that way, because it's super easy to do. I am just going to go ahead and drill this, and I'm going to get a bunch of silicon, because we're going to be needing a lot of it, because when we start building a base, you're going to go through this stuff like crazy. So I'm going to go and let this charge go down, and then I'll come back to you guys. One of the best things about this too is if I just want to come out with this thing, I can. And I can do that, or I can press F5 and come back out too. So it really doesn't matter which way you do it, but this thing has a limited range. So if I were to try to, let's say, go way over here, it's going to be telling me here pretty quickly that I am going to be out of range. There we go. See how that's messing up right there? That's telling me that you're losing contact to your drone. So you have to be within a certain amount of footage, or, you know, meters or whatever, to use it and have control over it, just like a radio RC type vehicle, you know. So let's go over to the copper deposit, and let's go ahead and get some copper. So we're gonna go down there, and I'm gonna start digging for some copper. This thing is filled back up again. Here's some eggs or mushrooms, I guess. We can also pick up eggs. Here's some more of the stimulant. So you guys can see there's all kinds of things here that you can pick up and do. I haven't picked up hardly much of anything, because like I said, everything goes bad so fast. But I'm going to figure out the best way to get through this copper, and I'm thinking there might be, good, I can use some of that. might be a good way to get to it right over here or something. So I'm going to go actually right up above it because I can use my drone and I don't have to worry about it. Okay. But you need to make sure you don't fall in your hole. So I am going to go down and dig for some copper and I'll be right back with you guys. You can also use this to like look at your ships and repair your ships and even build your ships. And just left click to do that. And you can also switch between the rock drill on for the surface and the ground drill. This is what you want to do to drill in the ground. And so right click to get to it. Of course, it's like all of the other things, and then left click to select it. And this right here is the copper. And the thing is, I've just pretty much dug straight down. Now, it'd be really hard to get out of here, but with my drone, I don't have to worry about it because I'm not actually down here. Just my drone is. Now, the thing is super hard to control. But, yeah, you guys can see how to do this. So you can see I'm going to be getting a lot of resources now because this is going to be so much easier and a little bit safer. If you get caught down here and you run out of, energy, or your jetpack isn't, able to get you out of here, you got to figure out a way to dig out. And if you run out of this charge for the ammo for this, yeah, to say that you're in trouble is kind of the understatement because you will be trapped down here and then you will just have to wait until you pretty much die and respawn near this area and go back and get your stuff and then hurry back through. You can respawn right next to your body if you want to. It isn't like a lot of the other games where you spawn at your bed or whatever. You can respawn. You can, but you can all respawn right next to, or pretty close, within a few, 20 meters or so where you died at. So you won't have to worry about, man, how am I going to get back over there? I don't know how I'm going to do this. So, yeah, so that's one of the good things, but also make sure you watch your ammo, because if you run out, you're going to be SOL. The ore detector will not detect this, only the Promethean and above, as I have said. So, remember to get wood if you want to have plant fibers, like a lot of them, or just go around like crazy trying to find those plant fiber plants, the snakeweed. Either way works, and you can also use the plant fibers to also make the nitrocellulose for your weapons and your ammo and stuff. So yeah, that's one of the nice things is, the wood is actually more things, and it's also planks, so you can build a base out of wood if you want to. You can build out of concrete, which I didn't know. I didn't know you could. I knew you could use concrete, but you can use it for everything, so that's good. So you don't have to worry about, running out of metal or whatever. You can use concrete, you can use both, you can use all three resources at your disposal if you want to. Now I'm just trying to do the copper, so anywhere that it turns to stone, I'm just going to go back to the copper and try to find that and just look for the red. Here in just a minute we're going to go over and we're going to get some iron. So we got 97 of the copper ore. We only got 13 of the silicon ore, but we have quite a bit back there, so that's going to help us out a lot. But you guys can see how this is actually working out really, really good for us. So let's get the iron, and as soon as I dig down to the iron, I will catch up with you guys, and I'll show you guys that as well. Okay, now I'm at the iron, because right here's the blue, just like it is on the surface. So this is all iron. Yay! And so now we got some iron. So it says somewhere that we're picking it up. I just don't remember where. Kind of makes a little click. But yes, we're definitely at the iron. So I'm going to go ahead and gather quite a bit of this, and just remember, it's just like on the surface, those rocks, it's going to be blue. And this thing is so much better because now you don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that you do watch your health and your food and stuff like that. And if you notice you start being attacked, then, get out of this. Just press F5 and you'll go right back to your person, and you can figure out what you're going to do from there if you need to run or fight or whatever. I'm going to continue gathering some of this iron. I'm probably going to gather some more silicon, and we're going to head back and put this in the constructor so we have some free room. So down on the left next to my stats, it's showing that I'm picking up stuff. So it says 3 iron ore, And then every time it clicks, it is picking up stuff. So 1 crushed stone, 3 iron ore. So you guys can see where that is down in the orange area near the bottom on the left. And so that'll tell you what all you're picking up. Probably have a lot of iron ore right now, and I'll show you guys how to check to see if you've actually gotten a lot of it without having to struggle to see if you have it. So let me get out of here, and I'll just do it the easy way. There we go. So you can see there's 90% ore left, and what you can also do is go to here and actually just kind of see what it says when you are on it. You can see, okay, you can see how much there is. So that's one of the nice things too. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. I don't want to go back to the silicon and get a bunch of that, because we really do need more of that. Iron, so we got 76 iron, so it'd be good to get a little bit more silicon. And so the silicon is just like the rocks on the planet. Look for the spots where this over here is not, but the stuff that looks like the spots is the silicon. And I was only getting crushed stone, and I was like, okay, why am I not getting the silicon? Then I was looking around, and I realized that I was just digging in the wrong spot. So yeah, just remember to look for what they look like on the surface, and then you'll find them when you're digging under the ground. That makes it a lot easier. So as you guys may recall from the last episode, when I was gathering wood, I was using my multi-tool, or my survival tool here. And right now I have 5 wood, so I haven't gotten any from this yet. So let's just go and see what I get right now. I should get 3. So it doesn't matter which tree you use, it's all the same. I got 3. Now I just built the chainsaw, and this uses the biofuel. So let's just go ahead and see how much we get with the chainsaw. Now right now we have 8, so it should be a lot less time. And there we go. Now I don't have any on me because this does not automatically pick it up. But okay, so that gave me also 3. So I thought I'd give it more, but it does give it to you quite a bit faster. So it's less work for you to have to actually, do this, and it doesn't use as much stamina. So you don't have to worry about it. Not everything uses stamina. I said that earlier, and well, yeah, you guys can just to pretend like you didn't hear that, because not every tool uses stamina, just a survival tool apparently does. And I don't know about like the later multi-tool and stuff like that. I think they take charges that you have to get from the Prometheum. So I also made the escape pod a permanent fixture, so that way I can get it when I want to. And I'm going to gather up some vegetables. I just gotta, keep up with the updates, keep trying things, and see what things work and what things don't work, so you can continue doing things. Now, I'm making some more ammo for my guns and stuff, and I'm also gonna get some more of this, because I'm gonna get some more meat, because we're gonna need quite a bit more. If we're gonna be going for 5 kilometers, it's gonna be quite a jaunt over there. So I'm hoping that we can actually get some good stuff as we go over there, but we will see what happens. I am going to gather up this and make some stuff, and actually just kind of, okay, there's a bunch of that plant protein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll go and make 2 vegetables, vegetable drinks, I guess that is. And I'm going to go back to the escape pod, gather up some more stuff, and maybe even kill some of those insects that look at you, when you are going by, the ones that will run from you when you attack them. So, and then we're going to head towards the Titan, because that's our next objective. And so you can change the objectives as you want to, and you can also do solo missions in between, and then just go back to the objectives things if you want to. So that's one way to do it. And so you guys can see what all that is happening here. So you guys actually have an idea of what is going on. And the constructor, I had clicked the ammo, the bullets, before it was actually ready. But when I went back into it, it started making them before, and I had already kind of queued them up, even though they weren't really quite ready. So that was actually really good. So we can get some more meat, and get some more items, and keep ourselves full so that we have plenty of stuff. I don't know what the eggs are for. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but it's always good to have extra meat, extra food, extra stuff with you, because in these long journeys, well, we'll probably find enough stuff. It's just, you know, not taking up as much room. And these guys right here are the ones that will run from you. So this is what I mean. They will just always run from you. Sometimes they give you meat. Sometimes they give you alien teeth or stuff like that. And they give you other things. So the rock drill, the ground drill, just a few short hits and you can gather a lot of resources very quickly. So you guys can see how this is, you know, gonna help us out a lot. So I'm gonna get back there, and then we are going to actually head towards the Titan. And we are going to get ourselves some stuff here, and we're going to continue our little journey here and just see what all we can do. And hopefully we can get a fair amount done, because that would actually be really good, because the more we get done, the quicker we can, you know, move on to like building a ship, a hover vessel, and stuff like that. Now it says to build a hover vessel, but before we can do that, we need to build a base. So we really don't have a place for a base quite yet. I mean, we could go back to that, but that's kind of a destroyed structure, and I'd much rather have my own. So I have a lot of stuff in here, so I'm going to have a lot more stuff in here, because I'm going to go and put in quite a bit of these things, and just try to get myself filled up with a lot of these things. So I thought that I picked up spice. Where'd the spice go? But you guys can see what all I'm doing here and all that. So if you guys want, you know, are interested in playing this game, we will try to make it to over to there and just see if we can, you know, get to that. That's going to be one of those things. That's going to be a long journey over there, and that's going to take quite a bit to do. So going to make quite a bit of this stuff so we can take it with us, and we might actually look at maybe making a base, getting that started at least, and kind of see about that, because that's going to help us out to make all kinds of things. But then we're also going to be attacked. And speaking of being attacked, so I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Oops. Come on, do the right one. There we go. So on the way back from gathering up that ore and stuff, I ran across a troop transport sitting way up here in the sky, and yeah, just right here. It's a thing just hovering in the sky. I have no idea what it is. It hasn't done anything to me yet, but I don't know if I can get it or not, and so that's going to be one of the things we'll have to figure out, if we can actually get that baby down here or something. That would be really good, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about doing that, short of blasting it out of the sky. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. I think we should probably work on a base before we go there. That's 4 kilometers away, and that's gonna take quite a while to get to. I thought I heard him attacking me or something. That's gonna take a while to get to, so that's gonna be kind of one of those challenging things. So I think it'd be best to try to work on a base, and we're just going to go ahead and plan on doing that to get that going, so you guys can see a little bit of that. It has been a long time since I've done that, and you can put down a base starter block, but you also need a core, and you can make a lot of cores. For, you know, you can make 1 core for your base and 1 core for your the Titan that you find, and whatever else that you want to make it for. You can make as many cores as you need to, and that's going to help you out when you want to take something over. because you can't destroy any blocks and anything until that thing is actually yours, or you destroy the core that is on there. So we actually do need to think about something like that. So let's just see. Hey, where are you going to, motorbike? That's one nice thing too I was going to show you guys is the motorbike will always show up and it will always be in green, and your friends will be, I'm thinking like yellow or something like that, or even white, because it's not yours. And so, oops, not that one. But so you guys can actually see where your motorcycle is instead of going, oh no, I lost it. No, it's there. You just need to look around a little bit. So we have a lot of stuff in here that's going to be really good to help us out, and we are going to probably get ready to end this episode a little before we get to there, because we just don't have, well, there it was. Oh, stop. Off. Fine. There we go. There we go. Turn that back on. I think I actually lost that meat, but that's okay. I'm not really going to worry too much about it, because I was going to actually, I saw the spice right there that I was actually trying to make the stuff with, and I messed that up. But that's okay. So for your friends, if you're playing, remember to do allow faction access and show on maps, so that way you guys can find everything that you put down. You can also pick it up and take it with you. We have plenty of materials, we have plenty of stuff, so we're gonna probably have to start a base if we are going to go over there successfully, and maybe use a hover vessel to get over there. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I am going to find a good location, and maybe we'll just take, you know, anything that we have here. I don't know if we can actually take this thing down or not. I don't think so, but we'll take the stuff out of here. I should have enough room for everything. And I'm thinking about trying to find a base somewhere over there. Well, not over that direction, but somewhere close by the water, close by, you know, a lot of other things, so we can begin building it. So, we have actually made a lot of progress. We got some ore. We found out how to drill in the ground, how to use the drone, and we can use this drone. We can look at ourselves. We can build our ship. Anything that I'm holding, this thing will also use. So, you know, it is using it, but also I am using it. So, so if I were to go to here, then it is using it. So I can actually, you know, get behind myself and actually kind of, you know, do whatever. But mainly for like the going under the ground. Even though it shows me using this, and this thing doesn't use any power, like I said. Okay, right now, let's see, I am using this on my drone right now, so you guys can see that thing isn't even moving. So, space bar's up, C is down, A, D, W, and S to move all around with this thing, and just, you know, look left and right, up and down to go wherever you want to go. This thing is super sensitive though, so keep that in mind. And I can't think of anything else right now, so we'll be how many levels do we actually have? Okay, we are level 5. We should be getting fairly close to the next level, I think. So level 3, level 6, we have lots of points, so we can begin getting ourselves some really good stuff, and we can continue moving forward. So I could get the rock and all that stuff. I think we do have more than enough crushed stone, because there's a lot of crushed stone in here, and we don't really have to worry about that. So our health is up, our food is up. A lot of these things are actually doing really good. We're actually feeling really good. We have a lot of stuff going on. We just need to find some promethium, and we need our ores, our scanerator thingamabob, wherever that is. It's on here somewhere. I just don't remember where. So unless I didn't make it yet, which is always a probability. So let me see. I guess we didn't make the ore scanner. We're going to need that for the promethium. So let's... And we just have to have this on our person, and then we will make it. So, That's going to be one of the nice things. And then we can have this. And anytime we find the promethium, it'll show the outline of where the promethium is. So we don't have to try to, find it like we did the copper, iron, and silicon. So this thing is being made. I'm going to put it on my person. Make sure that I actually have it. Probably make quite a bit more of this. Maybe I'll go and put some more wood in there and make quite a few more of these. I can only make 3, but there you go. Right click to cancel it out, or left click, I mean, to cancel it out. So that'll be 3. Okay, now we can find the promethium a lot easier. So I'm going to get a bunch of this because we're going to need it if we're going to go drilling or anything else. And we have a lot of stuff in here to use, so this is going to actually be really good. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me here in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and thank you for watching. And all the new subscribers, welcome to my channel. And all the returning subscribers and the non-subscribers, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your support, and you guys have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you guys next time. This is DeFudge 3004, and this is Empyrion Galactic Survival. You guys have a great day, and next episode we are going over there, or so we hope, after we build our base. So we'll probably work on the base and then go over there. So alright, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye.